Yo, if you don't define your goals, there's a tendency to meander around. If you're not specific about what you want or what you want to do or where you want to go, you may never get there because it's hard to head towards a vague place. I guess you can head toward the area, the general area, but ultimately, you want to be specific. You want to end up in a specific place in order to feel like you've achieved something, in order to know which route to take to get to that specific place. Obvious statement, I know. But for me, I often go ahead into things with a vague idea of where I'm headed. This includes everything from putting together IKEA furniture, always a disaster if you don't know where you're going, to, my life goals. So I want to take this moment now to define my goal with YoGoals, because I feel like that's something I haven't really done. And as a result, I feel sometimes like I'm struggling to find something to talk about, struggling to find something to put out there, because I'm not exactly clear what it is I'm supposed to be doing according to me. So this is it. I've been thinking about this for a couple of days. Although I feel like on some level I've known this, I just haven't really put it out there. And it's this. When I was at a terrible, terrible place in my life, the bottom, so bad that I wanted to die, genuinely wanted to die, but I could not bring myself to do that. I sought help, finally. And when I did find help, one of the best things that happened in that process was listening to other people talk about their feelings, talk about their experiences. These were people that were experiencing things that I was experiencing. They were people that had feelings that I had, the same kind of feelings. And up to that point in my life, I hadn't experienced hearing that from a lot of people. I thought I was alone. I thought I was alone in the feelings I had. And when those feelings were what I thought was out of the ordinary, it was scary. It was lonely. It was frightening. And it made me sad. It made me very, very sad to feel like I was alone in these feelings. It filled me with shame, all that stuff. It was very isolating to be fearful of the feelings inside you. So when I heard these other people talking about these feelings that I could identify with, it changed me. It made me understand that I was not unique, which at one point in my life would have been a horrible thing for me to hear. But in relation to this, my feelings, my fears, my shame, it was a gift. It was a gift. None of us are unique. We are different. We have our own way of doing things, operating in life, but none of us is unique. And so, using that as a model, I would say that my goal with this is now, and really has always been, to put out my experiences, my feelings, my thoughts, in the hopes that someone out there will identify, will hear something that will strike a chord in them. And it may help them in some way, or at least feel less alone. Now, that may be an obvious thing. Maybe it just wasn't obvious to me. But I'm stating that now, really for me, to give me a direction, a clear direction all the time. I make a lot of mistakes. I don't always know what I'm talking about. I mean, I know that it's the feelings inside my head, but those feelings sometimes lead me back and forth, upside down, all over the place. But for me, it's important to put them out there, to talk about them, to not be fearful of being wrong, and not be fearful of being right. To just put them out there in the hope that they will help someone. That's it. It's not a succinct, clear, super clear, nice little nugget of a sentence, but it's as clear as I can be now for me and for YoGoals. Identification. We are not alone. None of us. And above all else, we are loved. I love you.